guys, so this is my review on the newest Doctor Who episode, Time of the Doctor. And it's not going to be just, first of all, if you haven't seen it yet, this is going to contain a ton of spoilers. And cause I want to really discuss it because I got some issues with it just right off the bat. And number two, it's not going to be the most accepted review. I already know I'm going to get the thumbs down and the mean comments and all that stuff, but I have to say what I feel. That's just how I am. And I was not feeling this episode, so just right off the bat, if you don't want to see a review that really comes from a place of a certain place, and you don't want to hear any spoilers, then you might want to go to a different review, because this one's going to be all about that. Alright, so right off the bat, I am a fan, a huge fan of Doctor Who. I even have the sonic screwdriver. I'm a big fan, and as a big fan, I'm going to be meaner than I am on regular stuff. That's just how I am. If I really love something, I'm going to complain the freak out of it, because I want to say everything I feel. Alright, so first off, right off the bat, the whole thing with Matt. Matt was a phenomenal doctor. Before him, I didn't even care what bow tie was. Now I'm there. I bought bow tie. I have his screwdriver. He was probably one of my favorites. I love Matt, and I just felt like he always had a raw deal done to him from the very beginning. He never got a transition. Like David, when he became a doctor right after the first Doctor, he transitioned with Rose. Like, without Rose still being there from the first Doctor, I would have never accepted David as the Doctor. But when we had Rose to kind of confirm that he's a Doctor. And it really did help. It helped me really get used to the new Doctor. And so I felt like Matt didn't get anything. Matt got a new stage set. Matt got a partner who he didn't know nothing about. Matt didn't, and he didn't get to visit the past and see any of his old partners. He just got thrown into it. And he did a great job to still make himself known as a Doctor without any help. Then right off of that, Amy was so bossy. Like, I like her now, but when she first got on the scene, I didn't like her, because it's like back in my day, the Doctor used to people used to actually get surprised when they would see the TARDIS is bigger on the inside, whatever. Amy just knew too much. Like, nothing was surprising her. Like, she always had to save him all the time. And so Clara, oh my gosh, she's worse than Amy. Like, what made Amy cool is that she had Rory, and then they did the whole thing of River being her child, and that was like, that blew my mind. It was like, man, it's decent. But before all of that, I didn't like Amy. She was so bossy, and she knew too much. I mean, the role of the partner when it comes to a doctor is to represent us. Like, we had a doctor who's like, he knows everything, and the partner is like that person that knows nothing, just like we know nothing when it comes to space travel and all that stuff. But all of Matt's partners act like they knew more than him, and I'm like, okay, I was just not a fan of that. And so now, just to like put the icing on the cake, his last episode seemed so rushed. Like, oh my gosh, I think that this should have been, first of all, they killed him on Christmas? What the freak? They killed Matt on Christmas. Then it was rushed through, and I feel like we should have had, like, it should have been a regular Christmas episode, and they should have killed him in the New Year. I don't know, because I know he wanted to leave on his own. But instead, they kill him on Christmas. Then they make him old. Like, we don't get to see him at his best. First he's bald, then he's old, then he's dead. And I just feel like we didn't even get to see him at his best. And they're changing. It's like, wow, I did not like this episode. Like, I was already sad that Matt was leaving, but it was like, it felt like out of all the doctors, it felt like Matt died. Like, all the other doctors feel like they like transition, but Matt, I mean, towards the end, he sees his dead partner, which is Amy. Amy's not somewhere else. She's dead. And he sees her at the end, and she's like, bye, whatever, and good night, whatever. And that was sweet and everything, but I'm like, okay, he's seeing dead people. This dude's about to die. And then, what the freak? The transition between him and the new guy, he's like, I'm changing. And it was like, okay. And then all of a sudden, there was a pop. He was, it was like, what the freak? dude came in like I literally went like I did that in my chair. I jumped back. I was scared. I said, okay, wow, what a way to bring the new doctor. You make him look like Tint Off the Dark Crystal. Excellent. I didn't care for it. It was just bad. And then like the whole thing. All right. When he goes to this town called Christmas, this planet called Christmas. Okay, is it just me, or did Christmas look like it was doing a whole lot better before he got there? Like, he's like, oh, people need me here. I'm not so sure. They had this truth net. Nobody was lying. Women were getting over on men. It was perfect. And I'm like, you came and you like brought so much war on them. Like, I mean, he Jimmy Neutroned them. If anybody's a fan of Jimmy Neutron, which I'm not, but it's an old cartoon, or kind of it's all computer generated, and Jimmy Neutron supposedly saved the day, but dude was the one bringing the problems onto the people. So how are you saving the day when you unleash the monster, you unleash the aliens? You're not saving nothing because you're the one who brought it. Somebody should have took Jimmy Neutron out there and killed him. But either way, that's kind of what I thought about the doctor. I'm like, they were doing just fine before you got there. If you left and everybody else followed you, you would probably do them a bigger favor. So I don't know, but that's why I said it's a discussion. If y'all saw something else, I mean, people, I'm sure it's bigger die-hard Doctor Who fans than me. So if y'all saw something else, please tell me. You know, before y'all just start the hate and stuff, please tell me what y'all think about it, because I know some of y'all might be paying better attention. I don't know. Then another part I didn't care for is how fast-paced it felt. Rushed. It was moving too darn fast. It was moving fast. It was like, it was crazy. Like, real confusing. It was just not, I didn't like the writing on this. I loved everybody's acting was great, but the writing was not good, and it went too fast. And I felt like, okay, with the thing with the church, I'm like, the woman died. Like, she said that she died. Last time I checked, you can't fight death off. Like, she said she died screaming like, oh, I didn't know that happened. I was like, oh, this is decent. It's starting to finally get good. Then all of a sudden, he's like, fight it. Didn't they like spoon scoop her brain and slide dialect up in there? I didn't know you could fight that off. Don't change the freaking writing. As an English major, I was taught how to write, like basically how a good story is supposed to progress, and that did not progress good. That was not good. It wasn't correct. It did not follow the rules. You can't change a character mid thing. Then Claire's supposed to be the impossible girl. Why does she have parents and family now? They changed her personality, and now she got family because they brought in that older doctor. Prior to her being with the older doctor, she was the impossible girl. She ain't had no family. She was going to job. It was just him and her. Now all of a sudden she got a family because they trying to make her like some little kid because she got a new doctor in there. That is bad writing. You can't change a character midstream. And is it just me, or did y'all feel totally cheated out of? Okay, first of all, that's why I felt cheated. 1 minute, I mean, in the whole thing when it comes to Matt as the doctor, 1 minute he supposedly marries River. The next second she's dead. She's like some sort of freaking cyber ghost thing that is dead, and it's like, whoa, I missed out on the whole freaking marriage. What happened? Then out of all the doctors, Matt loses his partners. Like, okay, David saved all of his partners, including Jack and Martha and Rose and Donna. He somehow managed to save their lives. All of Matt and all of David and the first doctor's partners are alive. All of Matt's partners are dead. River is dead, Amy is dead, and Rory is dead. And I just feel like, what the freak? Like, before the doctors could save everybody, the writing did Matt so wrong. He lost everybody. Like, he always would have, like, I'm going to save, and you're like, I think. Like, he always had it look like, am I going to be able to save everybody? Because I'm not sure. And Rory's dad, last time we saw him, he was like, don't, like, lose my son. And then Rory died with Amy in the past by a sleeping angel. And I'm like, dude, okay, what happened? You introduced Rory's whole family, and you never get back to us with that. It's like, what happened with that? You just killed them. And it just, this whole thing with Matt could have been so much better. This dude was obviously a great guy. He, with all this adversity, he still became one of my favorite doctors, and he still made bow ties super cool, and they played him towards the end. Matt did not go out with a bang. Matt went out with a whimper, in my opinion. And like, I'm super hype, and I'm recording all of this, and I'm sure people are like, calm down, you know. But I love this show, and when I see a show that I really care about go down because the writing is not what it used to be, I get really sad, because I feel like I'm like just a citizen and I could write this better, you know. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it, and I think that Matt deserved a better ending. That's how I feel. So tell me what y'all think in the comments. I feel really bad now, and but I had, just because it was going to bother me, I had to say what I felt. So write me in the comments. Hope we can discuss this. I'll definitely get back to anybody who writes me. And like I say in most of my videos, I'm an author. Check out my book. It's called Eye Ashes. It's on Kindle. I'll leave a link in the description below. And that is it. And I'm sorry Doctor Who fans. I'm sorry. I just had to say it. And I hope y'all don't hate me. So thank y'all for watching. Bye.